bodies need regular supplies of nutrients and energy, and we obtain them from the food we eat. The three most complex food substances are starch, proteins, and lipids, and each of them has a structure that has to be thoroughly broken down before we can use it. Starch, a kind of polysaccharides, has large molecules consisting of long chains of glucose. Digestion of starch begins in the mouth cavity, where food is chewed and mixed with saliva. Saliva secreted by the salivary glands contains amylase, which can break down starch into a double sugar called maltose. The pancreatic juice secreted by the pancreas also contains amylase. The pancreatic juice travels through the pancreatic duct to the duodenum, where pancreatic amylase breaks down the remaining starch in the chyme to maltose. Maltose is further broken down into the simple sugar, glucose, by the carbohydrates present on the wall of the small intestine. Glucose that results can then be absorbed into the bloodstream. Proteins are complex molecules made up of amino acids. Digestion of proteins takes place in the stomach and the small intestine. In the stomach, the food is thoroughly churned and mixed with the gastric juice. The gastric juice is secreted by gastric glands on the wall of the stomach. It contains protease and hydrochloric acid. A protease called pepsin can break down proteins to peptides. The pancreatic juice secreted by the pancreas and intestinal lining. Its cell also contain protease. In the small intestine, proteins and peptides are further broken down by the protease present in the pancreatic juice and intestinal lining. By now, proteins have been digested to become amino acids, which are readily absorbed by the body. So, what about lipids? Lipids, such as dietary fat, consist of glycerol and fatty acids. Lipids are broken down by the enzyme lipase, present in the pancreatic juice. But before lipase can really get to work, the lipids first need to be emulsified. This is done by bile, a digestive juice produced in the liver and stored in the gallbladder. It is added to the food via the bile duct when the food is passing through the duodenum. Bile works like detergent. It contains bile salts, which can emulsify lipids into small droplets. Since many droplets have a much larger surface area than a single large one, the lipids are now much more easily broken down by the lipase. Digestion of food is completed in the small intestine. Starch is now present as simple sugars, proteins are digested to become amino acids, and fats are broken down into glycerol and fatty acids. These simple molecules are then ready for absorption by the body.